Come on. Single. On 22. It's coming up there.
On first down, Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards. Throwing is Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. 34 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll roll him out right. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this. Inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
It's a 1st down and more for Gordon, and he'll be out right at the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Newton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And he's going to go down again. Thomas Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Newton being chased out left. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Newton, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Thomas Davis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a pass complete to Hogan.
Yeah, baby. 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Thomas Davis, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
20.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Rivers. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 77 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hey, 180. Block 49. So we got man. Hey, check. 8.
Now Newton on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Chargers take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Bill, 180. 180. I got you, pop.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, team.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. To throw is Rivers. And this is incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Thomas Davis, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, and that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Great.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Rivers again, dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, 85 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
20. 36.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
65.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. This is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. On 4th down, Newton steps away to his, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. Tackle made by Ole Miss's Marquise Haynes.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard. line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. His pass caught at the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So that one will be accepted.
Good. 190. 59. 59. Hey, watch the leg. Hey, here we go.
A toss play. Gordon. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Rush in. Rush in. Great, great. 58, Mike, 58.
One last throw here for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one. A dramatic finish. And I know that the...
All in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch, they saying you switch cause you won't get it, you know they came from the bottom and now.
Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
20. 20.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Newton on first down. Being chased out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have backup.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 56 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. Forced out to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for them to try it again later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton throwing again. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on second down. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan looking downfield. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
First down, Carolina.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And an alley to run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's giving his guys a shot for late.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set. That one, 80. Kill.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Good footwork at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 44. Newton.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Newton now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Here's Artis Payne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
26. Hey, turn it up. Hey, flex.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
258.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Hey, Mike. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Alert 3.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Newton.
So, Brandon,
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Mike, we not get it. 59, 59. We not get it. All day. We not get it. 59. We not get it. 59. We not get it. We not get it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now it's Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Hogan, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Green 18. Over. Come to my world. All right. Protein spill. We didn't get it.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check safety. Check safety.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Check 43.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. Check back north. Crunch.
That's it.
Inside.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
No chance. Shit.
Inside. Jump. Get right.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, leg. 80 weapon.
Tight dog. Show it. Hey,
Right now. You got 58.
check 24.
Slip it down.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Let's go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Za'Darius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Newton can fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
And bounced right back on it, keeps possession. He's in there.